why can't men be straight up of what type of relationship they have? Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating? You said this generation of men ain't shit.
Okay.
They want the princess treatment and they want to be chased.
Yes.
So there's a couple things there. This generation of men ain't shit.
Okay, let me ask
Princess
you.
treatment.
Okay.
They want to be chased. Wait, question. What do you, generally speaking, and we'll go around the table on this, what do you think of men?
Depends on the generation. I feel like there's a lot of like my generation, like in their 20s, I feel like it's just like princess era, like I want to get chased. You know, that's what I've seen, you know, maybe because I'm in LA, but in general, like I said on the first question, men ain't, you know, because that's what I've seen. Like they just don't want to like back to the traditional thing. I don't think they want to do that, you know, like they just want to, I don't know, maybe they're not ready yet in their 20s, they're not ready. I've just seen a lot of things in like LA, you know, I've seen a lot of things of like commitment issues, emotionally unavailable, and I'm like, that's not that's not what I want, you know. Some people do, and I feel like men just be straight up with women, like, hey, you know what, I just want to mess around, I don't want a commitment, be straightforward, you know, and that's okay, because there's so many women out there that will accept, because they don't want that either, you know, they don't want to emotionally get attached to you, and that's fine, you know. There's be straightforward if you actually want a relationship, because then what if the woman doesn't, you know, like be straight up, guys,
like communication.
Yeah, like be straight up. What's wrong with that? I don't understand why it's so wrong to say, you know what, I just want to have sex with you and that's it, I don't want to have a full-on relationship with you.
Would you, if a guy ever said to you, I just want to have sex with you and that's it, would you have sex with him?
No, because
well,
that's not.
Maybe that's the reason why they don't say
I don't
it.
think men should lie, but
I understand, but it's like there's other women that will, though. Like, homie, like there's so many women that will.
no.
There is.
No, well, there are women that will, but no, like there's some degree of like, most women, we've done a video experiment on this. You cannot just walk up to a girl and say, hey, do you want to fuck? Like, it's not.
No, not in that way. Just be like, hey, you know what? Like, I don't want to be a boyfriend right now. Like, I just want things to.
There are girls that are down for like friends with benefits, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
There are, but I'm not recommending men should lie, but like.
You wish men
do
were more
lie
upfront
about
with what
it.
they are looking
Men do
for.
lie, though.
Yeah. I don't think
But-
that's hard to ask.
I think the thing is, though, is that you're not saying, when you say, I wish men were more upfront, you're not saying because I would accept whatever they are proposing. You're saying, I wish men could be more upfront so I could have reserve the option and have more knowledge about their motives so I could not date them.
Well, so you're not wasting your time. Because
exactly.
if he doesn't want a relationship and you want a relationship and, you know, he just wants to hook up, then, you know, you want to know. I'm not
Right,
going to waste
but I'm
my
just
time.
I'm trying to explain like it from not my point of view, but men who are maneuvering to try to sleep with you.
That's true, yeah.
Who might not want to be in a relationship with you. Like there is, again, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not advocating for it, but I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. There's a certain degree of gamesmanship that men are going to undertake. Like, I love you, babe. Like they're gonna, you know, obviously not upfront with that sort of shit, but they're gonna fucking play you.
Yeah, of course.
To
There's
try to
gonna
get,
be men.
like a lot of guys will say what you want to hear to get you in bed.
Playing the game.
I don't think
They're
it's-
always like that, or most of them.
That was
Yeah.
like a majority of the men that I've experienced.
But
Exactly.
I also think that there's some component of, I think some women want plausible deniability. They don't want to be like, yeah, I'm just down to fuck. Like they want to frame it, because in case that, in the event that maybe it starts casual, but then it leads to something serious, they want the plausible deniability to say, even though I was initially just looking for casual sex, I actually like you and I started liking you. I don't want you to think I'm a slut type of thing, you know?
I mean, it's all about like people's opinion, like what they want, and like the person. You know, everybody's different. You know,
couldn't it be the case that there's a cohort of women that are also down for like friends with benefits or casual sex?
Feminists.
Yeah.
But
It's called,
but
like,
no. Hold on,
Tinder.
let me just finish. Couldn't it be the case that there's a cohort of women that would be down for one night stands or casual sex or friends with benefits, but they are going to play like they want a relationship?
Liberals.
I don't, you know what? I haven't seen that. To be honest. Like, I haven't seen women do that. Like, I'm in LA and I haven't seen like women really like, oh my God, yeah, like let's have a relationship. No, then, oh my gosh, I messed, like I had sex with this guy and then I'm going to go. I think they don't do that. They're like, I feel like girls are more upfront to men and being like, I don't want anything serious.
Fair, but I mean, I said liberals, but it's like kind of true. Like, look at the feminist movement. Look at women's march. It's my body. I can do whatever I want. Sexual revolution. I can sleep with as many men as I want to, and like this is actually empowering. When it's actually quite the opposite. It's anti-empowering for a woman to do that. And like, I think a large part of the feminist movement has preyed into men, which is why, you said men ain't crap now. Well, do you not think like women are kind of to blame for that? Because women have been saying like, I can do it myself, that meant like feminist mentality, to where then men are like, all right, then, you pay for the first date. Like, I'm not going to be that masculine man because the whole feminist movement is telling me toxic masculinity and embracing my own masculinity is toxic. But it's really the opposite. We should be encouraging men to be a masculine man, be the provider, when that's really what women want. Because even the feminist liberal, they still want to settle down eventually and they're still going to have a kid. But then it's a problem when the man wants to provide for the household. Like, no, I can do it myself. But then are they really being a mother and a wife? No. So it's like this whole contradiction, I think, between, if you look at first wave feminism to now, it's like a funny thing. First wave feminists did not fight for your right to be a hoe. They fought for your right to vote. Like, they didn't. Because now it's been completely distorted decades later, or really centuries later, of, okay, women can sleep around and that's all of a sudden women's empowerment, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it just goes with free will. You can do whatever you want, to be honest. Like, it's free will. Like, yeah, there's consequence to your actions, but I can still do it. Like, it's like,
sure, like a woman could sleep with whoever she wants, a guy could sleep with whoever she wants, but I mean, a girl being guys are upfront, but they're always going to naturally, instinctually want a relationship and be with a woman, where a girl holds that power. And I feel like women nowadays more, it's the feminist side that are like, I can sleep around with whoever I want with no consequences. And I mean, that's the same thing with abortion, how that comes into play too. It's like, well, I can sleep with whoever I want. I don't want any consequences. Let's get on birth control. Let's have abortions and I can continue to be empowered.